Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Yavgul's Tutorial. This is the third session we are conducting on emerging technologies in internet and networking. Already we have covered two sessions. The video links I am going to specify in the description section so that you can go through those videos first to understand this part in a better way. So without wasting much of our time, let's begin. Session we are going to cover what do you mean by network topologies and what are the types of network topologies available along with its advantages and disadvantages. In previous session you learned what do you mean by computer network and data communication and how data communication happens between the computers. In this video you are going to learn what do you mean by computer network topology. Network topology can be defined as it is the geometric representation of how the computers are connected to each other within the network. In this slide, you can observe we are going to interconnect different computers or nodes or systems to each other to represent geometric notation. This topology is called as peer-to-peer topology. This one is called as bus topology. This one is called as ring topology. Similarly, star topology, mesh topology and hybrid topology. So now let us see one by one in detail. The first network topology is peer-to-peer topology. Here the communication can be established directly to the communication endpoints, we can say. Here in this slide you can observe there is a diagram which is providing the notation for peer-to-peer. The communication is directly happening between these two systems within the network without the need of central server. It is less expensive and very easy to set up. Hardly it requires a single cable to establish communication between these two systems. If we look into the disadvantages, the computers can be accessed anytime. System A can be accessed by using a system B and system B can be accessed by using a system A. The security has to be applied in this network because as we are directly sharing these systems within the network, there might be chances of security breaches, and it requires no centralized server to be monitored within the network. Next topology is ring topology, which forms ring-like structure. There are two dedicated point-to-point connection between each nodes. The network topology implementation is very easy here, and it is very easy to manage this kind of topology. The main disadvantage of this topology is if a link fails between two particular nodes, then there might be chances of network failure. And the data what we are going to transfer within this topology, it has to follow the same path. That's why there might be a chances of data traffic issues. You can observe in this figure, the data is going to transfer by using the communication media. Suppose if the one computer sends more data packets, then all those data packets have to travel by using the same communication media. Thus, there might be chances of data traffic issues. Sometimes we may lose data packets too. The next computer network topology is star topology, which forms a star-like structure. In this figure you can observe it is going to form a star-like structure. All the devices are connected to a central common device. It might be hub or it might be a switch. Here the data have to travel through the central device only. Suppose if the system 1 is going to send the data to system B, the data has to get to travel from central devices only. It is less expensive to implement, very easy to install, and this topology is robust in nature. Suppose if the nodes which are connected to the central device, suppose if any one node fails, then it doesn't matter, it will not collapse the entire network. And here we can easily detect where exactly the fault is. Suppose the system 1 gets failed. Yes, we can easily identify system 1 failure. And the biggest disadvantage of a star topology is the entire network gets failed if the central device goes down. If a node gets fails, then no issues. But if the central device goes down, then we can say entire network is going to collapse. The hub or switch which we are going to use as a central device, it requires more resources and maintenance. The next network topology is bus topology, which uses a common bus for a transmission purpose. It is very easy to install and it uses a backbone cable. Through this cable only, data gets transferred from one node to another node. In this figure, you can observe there is one horizontal red line which is indicating the backbone cable, and all the rest of the 4 nodes are interconnected to this backbone cable, and the data has to get transferred through this backbone cable only. The biggest advantage of this bus topology is it requires a less cable, because one common bus will be there, one common cable will be there, and all the nodes can interconnected with the same common cable. So that's why it is cost effective also. The biggest disadvantage is it is very difficult to detect a fault here. If we compare with a star topology, in a star topology we use switch or hub as central nodes which are fair enough to detect the nodes which are interconnected within the network. But in bus topology what happens? We are nowhere using the central devices, so that it becomes very difficult where exactly the fault is. This topology cannot be scalable, because as there is a limit of nodes to be connected with the backbone cable, it is having the limitation. According to this figure, this backbone cable supports only 4 nodes to be connected. So thus we have interconnected only 4 systems. Suppose I want to add one more node, it is impossible, because as there is a limitation to connect nodes for the backbone cable. So thus scalability functionality is very difficult in bus topology. The next topology is mesh topology. In mesh topology, each and every node is connected through point-to-point or peer-to-peer communication. For every devices, we must have at least a minimum 1 link. So in this slide I have displayed, suppose if I want to connect n devices, we require n minus 1 devices to be connected, and we require n into n minus 1 divided by 2 links. Assume that we want to connect 5 nodes. For 5 nodes, we must connect a minimum 4 nodes, and we must establish 10 links. There is no data traffic in this topology, as each and every node is going to establish peer-to-peer communication. There is less chance of data traffic. This topology is reliable and robust, as one node gets a failure, then it will not affect the entire network. The data transmission happens securely here. We can easily detect the faults. The biggest disadvantages of this topology is installation process. The installation is a very tedious job, because as we want to interconnect one node, then we have to look into the each and every node to provide the peer-to-peer communication, which requires even huge number of input and output ports also. And there might be a chances of scalability issues. Suppose I want to connect one more node to the network topology, existing topology, then I have to look into the links and IO ports, etc. So this is regarding mesh topology. The last type of network topology is hybrid topology, which is nothing but the combination of two or more topologies, we can say. In this figure, you can observe we have implemented ring topology, star topology and bus topology, and I am going to interlink all those topologies separately to form hybrid topology. So this kind of a topology we can choose based on our requirement. So how we want to implement the geometric representation, depending upon that we can select these kind of topologies. And this is scalable, we can say. Suppose I want to increase or decrease the network size, it is easily possible in hybrid topology. If we look into the disadvantages, the installation process is again quite difficult here also, and we need to implement the design in a simple manner, because as the number of nodes increases, or the number of network geometric representation increases, obviously the design of this kind of a topology is quite a complex one, and it becomes very difficult to identify where actually the fault is. Suppose if we implement one common topology, then no issues. Suppose if we are merging more than one topology, obviously it becomes quite difficult to identify the faults. So this is regarding hybrid topology. I hope you have gained more knowledge by watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.